So we're gonna go right back in. Stack is actually gonna go immediately for it. We are gonna go. We'll adjust the score here in the title. Alright, so that's all good. Alright, so they did go for the gyrocopter again, and that is with their first pick. So exact same bands before, except we're going to swap out the Starladder for the Shadow Fiend. And I wonder if I'll answer back with just Dazzle Starladder now instead. Obviously the Dazzle, very good in all minus armor strategies, and we saw the power of Fly. Like he wasn't even involved in a couple of those fights, but his graves were clutch. He would get off 4 or 5 Shadow Waves in every single team fight. You could see it calculating up. Alright, game 2. 10
seconds remaining.
I will tweet.
5 seconds remaining.
I expect Starladder here. The other one,
Reserve time.
nothing else really jumping out to me. Yeah, just gonna be Starladder. Gyro, and they'll probably go Darkseer, honestly. I don't know what other offlaner you'd really want with the Darkseer with the Gyrocopter. Unless you want to run a Lich and something, if you're thinking like, okay, let's try dual lanes, like, we're not going to be able to shut down the Starladder that hard in a tri-lane anyway. Like, why don't we try doing some dual lanes? Now, of course, Dazzle can only be in one lane at a time, so maybe you can win the one that he's not in that way. I'd be okay with a Lich pick here, honestly. Try something new with Stark, but they're going to go immediately for the Clockwork, so decent up against Starladder. He doesn't have any way to get out of the cogs. And later into the game, you can help isolate the Dazzle or one of those other big core heroes that Miracle loves playing. Like SF was like the one that immediately comes to mind. Of course, he's banned out though. Not very good against someone like the Anti-Mage, but that hero's fallen off quite a bit. If I'm banning, I'm thinking Moon's already got a hero, so I don't need to ban that. The Miracle Windrunner, that is a good ban. She's very annoying. The Aya's already banned out. Do you ban out the Necrophos, Dazzle Starladder? He could go mech with Starladder off lane, and then what could they run? They could run like a Razor for Miracle in the mid. I don't think he really plays that much on that though.
5 seconds remaining.
Let's see here.
Reserve time. Dire team ban.
Oh, that's right. They could go for like the No-Tail Beastmaster and something, and they're actually going to ban out the Undying. What about like a Miracle Tiny? I think that hero is really good, even without IO.
10 seconds remaining.
So what if they went like Miracle Tiny in the mid lane with a Beastmaster in the safe lane for No-Tail, and then comboed that up with a, like let's say the Lich?
Reserve time.
Gyro's win rate this patch? I don't know, I'll check in a minute here. And the other thing they might go for is, they're actually 9-0 with that fucking Lich too. Holy shit. They're gonna ban out the TA. Yeah, I'm liking the Tiny here, unless they want to answer back with an Alchemist of their own. Overall, this patch, let's see, Mr. Gyrocopter, he's currently sitting at a 44% win rate, so not too bad. Last patch, he was hot for a couple periods. In the end, he wound up just at 51%. So nothing too crazy. Highest win rate this patch in terms of like actually getting picked a lot is Tiny. He's at 70%, 69.2. I guess to be more precise, with 104 games, which is insane. And then Doom's also way up there with 62%. It's just a good hero. So I really like the Tiny here. I think that's the play.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
Yeah, he's still first ban for that nerf, though. I mean, honestly, I don't think the nerf was that big of a deal. Okay, that's a good call. I'll go for the Winter Wyvern. That denies it to Stark, too. That's actually so good. Winter Wyvern, of course, very good up against the Starladder. Helps block out the Slithering Crush damage, right, because it's physical. And it's also nice for comboing up with someone like the Clockwork, because he can split up the fight, and then you can Winter's Curse someone else, or you can combine the Gyrocopter's Call Down into the Winter's Curse as well, just as it's ending, so I'm very much down with that. And they'll snag up the AA, so nice, two healing heroes on the side of OG. Ice Blast very good in those situations. Also pretty nice up against Starladder, like he takes that bonus damage, right, because he's always going to be sprinting in the majority of team fights. And if I'm thinking this pick here, a little bit more lockdown. They got the Starladder, they got the Winter Wyvern, maybe... Actually, the Winter's Curse is pretty good lockdown. They've already got the Heal Bomb. I don't think you go Necro now that they have the AA.
10 seconds.
Now do you go Tiny?
5
I think it's still good, actually. Clockwork comes in. If he gets an early Blade Mail, you're in a little bit of trouble, but...
Reserve time.
I don't know. I don't know what else Miracle would really want to play here. Or if they're going to run No Tail. I guess No Tail will be the Tiny player, right? So even if it is without an IO. But I think still the Beastmaster's good here. I would still be looking for that. I just think it's such a good hero. Unless they want to go... No, I don't think that's the play. Like a Veno? Juggernaut. Okay, so that'll be a No-Tail Jug. They are 4-0 with that. I'd be pretty happy with that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's run at mid. And let's talk about Stack. Stack a little harder to pick out what they're going to be doing, right? Because you're not as well looked into as OG and someone who studied as hard as OG, of course. I would think here, Nymphy.
Reserve time.
I don't know. He had the Alchemist. They can still pick it up. They have the AA. You can combo it. Do you want to try it again? You don't know who you're going to be up against in the mid lane. You do know, though, that chances are Crit's not going to be as aggressive. You'll probably have an easier mid lane this time. He's not on the Rubik. It's not something they can just walk in, send you up, and... In fact, they're actually going to grab the Rubik for themselves, ensuring that Crit will not be on the Rubik. But it's also pretty nice. Up against the Winter Wyvern, Curse, decent to steal. Slithering Crush, not the best one. You know, it's kind of like, eh.
10 seconds remaining.
You don't really like want to be in the middle of the team fight as Rubik. But the Grave, the Weave, all very nice spells. So it's a good Rubik game. And now, that means
Reserve time.
the Darkseer... I don't know, I don't think we're going to be seeing any sort of a Darkseer mid or any shenanigans here. I'm just thinking about how good it is with the cogs, but no, it's just so rare to see him get skipped in the draft. So the Queen of Pain ban out. That was also another one that I didn't talk about. That hero was 100. It was like 96% pick ban at Nanyang, whereas Doom and Doom and someone else were fully picked and banned. Tusk, Doom and Tusk. That makes more sense. All right, so they're banning out the Lina. Now, why is that? Well, it's good mid hero. Something Nymphy plays in FPL. It's pretty decent up against Juggernaut and the Winter Wyvern, so that seems fair. Stark there, ban out. Probably going to be something similar. Some sort of a miracle mid laner. Unless they're going to do mid Jug. It's actually not that bad. It's pretty good. What's something they haven't picked a lot that might come out as a little bit of a surprise there? They have done the Razor. I don't think this is a Razor mid game, although it could be. They tried a Storm Spirit once, but it didn't work out. Magnus? Ooh, Magnus. Alright, it's Magnus. Ban Magnus, Stark. That's got to be the play, right? Pick Magnus. It's a classic with the Juggernaut to give him the cleave. You've got all this nice wombo combo with the Winter's Curse and the Starladder and the Weave. Magnus fucking gaming. Just do it. Just fucking do it. Just ban it. Ban the Magnus! They banned the Invoker. The Miracle Voker. Oh, give me that Magnus! Come on! Just fucking click it. Just scroll on over. On the side of Stark, once his Magnus is picked up, they could look for something like the Viper, so they might be a little bit concerned about a Magnus getting stomped in the mid lane. But he can farm pretty well just with shockwaves. The only thing is they love Miracle to dominate his lane. He would have some help with the Winter Wyvern and a Dazzle.
10 seconds remaining.
That's correct. Ember is still in the pool. It would be a little bit greedy to go for both the Ember and the...
5 seconds remaining.
Oh, you mean they could run Ember mid. Yeah, Ember would like fucking crush a Magnus.
Reserve time.
I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you would crush the Magnus. You'd have some assistance though from the Winter Wyvern. Just give me the Magnus. I love Magnus. I love watching that hero. Love playing that hero. It's a good hero. Stark. What am I thinking to combo up there? I've got my AA, a little bit more global presence. That's pretty classic, right? Run like a gyro mid Spectre. Man, the Invoker would have been so good for them as well. Something with a little bit of range on this further side of Stark.
10 seconds remaining.
Or they can work around the cogs. Alright, so it is the no-tail. Hey, I was right! It's the Jug mid with the no-tail Beastmaster. That's kind of funny. It could be Beastmaster mid too, let's be honest, but I still like the Magnus better. So now, Ember Spirit, you will get locked down pretty hard. Alright, here we go. Alright with that. So we're alright, guys. Attaboy Toaster. Yeah, it looks like they'll probably just send No-Tail to the mid lane. I just like Miracle in the mid lane because he's just so fucking good. Like, goddamn. But the only thing is, I don't know. Yeah, I know it's hero dependent on who they send mid and everything like that. I just love the Beastmaster safe lane. I think it's superior to the mid lane. I think it's just so important that you get an early Necro and you just start running at them with it. Like, I would find guaranteed farm more important on a Beastmaster than a Juggernaut early on, honestly. Simply because, like, if you get that Necro up, it doesn't matter what items Juggernaut has, he's still going to have Omni Slash, and you can force them into a fight that way. But anyway. So, Miracle... He's going mid. He's going mid Jug. He's got the items. Yeah, suck on that, Con. Anyway, so they are going to send No-Tail to the safe lane. And there was another immediate TP up here from Okesia, making sure, but Moon knows. He's like, alright, they're going to suspect it. I'm not wasting my money this time. I'm just going to go help you guys with the rune. And Mr. Fly, he's going to be on that Dazzle again. They love this hero. It's their most picked hero this patch. And Crit's in here. He's messing around with them a little bit here. Trixie. Not going to be able to get down his ward. Alright, let's get our configs up here. So sad that we don't have our lovely little mute announcer. Default guys, she's alright though. Yeah, that's the thing, right? I don't know how Beastmaster... I think Jug actually does better mid against Ember than Beastmaster does, because he can use the, pardon me, the ward to heal himself up versus the flame card. Of course, they both have some decent physical damage outbursts, right? What's the base damage? 64? 66 for Beastmaster. It just keeps going up. What a hero. Like, honestly. Alright, there is a battle happening down here. The spin comes in. They're both going to be weak. We'll see if he can finish either of them off. Oh, God, this is going to be so good for Miracle. Go! One more! I don't think he can get this. He can't. He knows it. And nobody dies. Spins, though. I should have went and peed before this. I made mistakes. Played melee instead. Such is the life. So Moon heads up. He's got this dangerous little ward up on his, from his opponents here. And you'll have to be rather careful. In the mid lane again, we have these two supports. I like that Okesia didn't go back home. He's just... Is he going to tango up? Wow. Okay, he's going to tango up. I thought he'd just head back home after harassing, but... Wanting to stay in the lane. And now you end up with No-Tail versus Trixie. The clock right now. The boards, once they're up to like level 2, it's just brutal how much damage they can put out. We'll have to be careful that we don't miss Moon die. There's a lot of harass going through the mid lane as well. It's probably unlikely that either of them will die. It's probably Moon again. He just loves to play this aggressive positioning. And Valix, he gets the nice pull up Moon. He's trying to interfere with it, but he's not sure if he can get over there in time. They use the crush to ensure a last hit, 2 last hits because of it actually. And he doesn't want to go for the third. He has the sprint now, so the second the rocket barrages pop, that's when he's going to go. And Trixie comes in really close. Oh, crit actually gets inside the cogs. That is not where Trixie wanted him. Quite a bit of damage. No Tail's trying to get up here. Does he point the axis? He does. It's not going to be enough damage though. We got to be cautious we don't miss this first blood. As that Rubik is up top. They've got their eyes on Moon. They know where he likes to play. But again, these OG supports, they did this last game as well. They got a lot of farm from the jungle with all these pulls. And as you can see, OKC, he's just going to deny himself to a creep there. Just over here in that little medium camp, as suspected. Did he use the rest? He used 2 of his regen. I don't know if it was even necessary, honestly. No Tail will continue to fire him up. And Nymphy, is that his bottle? No, it's just a salve. He had to ferry one out, worried about the harass will be suspected, or subjected to rather, from the Winter Wyvern. So he'll wait till he gets a little bit more harass shoved on him before popping that. In Miracle though, he goes for 2 points in the spin and 1 in the crit, not needing the healing ward quite yet, as there's not the levels into the flame guard that he's concerned about. And crit rotating top. Looking, or I keep saying crit every time I see this damn OKC, just because of the last game. Oh, Moon. Might be in trouble here. Even with that sentry ward down, getting rid of the vision, he's just going to go down. Classic Moon. Poison touch level 1 won't be able to cancel out the clarity. And Trixie, nice player. Getting himself some last hits. See, No Tail's diving pretty deep here. Trying to use the Boris to peg some more damage on top of Trixie. Gonna probably sacrifice this one. If he's thinking here. Just send him into the tower after him. And Fly's just in behind now in the mid lane. There's going to be spin on top of Nymphy. There'll be a slowdown as well from the Splinter Blast. He's getting on top. Oh, there's no escape. Miracle kind of... I think he might have been able to get that. Either way, Moon played some harass on top of Valix. And he has no regen, so this is very good for him. Ah, fuck. They check out the axis and they get the kill on Trixie. Last tower shots. Weakening down Fly, but he does have a self, and they'll actually cancel that TP. You know, you miss one kill for the other. That's how she goes. I picked the wrong horse, folks. There's the spin. Flame Guard blocking out the majority of that. On both sides, really. Now Moon's coming in. This is something we've seen from Starladders lately. It's like over these early ganks, and it's really nice. Oh man, this is gonna be really good. When is the sprint off cooldown? 2 more seconds, so they have to wait for this. So here they come. They're coming in. Nymphy. Wow, look at Moon. He just knows this positioning so well. This dire vision. Valix, they are suspecting it though, and they actually refill the bottle on Nymphy, and that's huge. Alright, so here they come in. All crit from the other side, completely out of vision. Look how well executed this was from OG. From the perspective of the dire side, you can just see how little chance he had. I mean, that was actually unbelievable. Valix is just like, I can't do shit. And this is why we picked Dazzle, fam. As they say. A hero that probably could have saved his life there.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
And No Tail, he's just cleaning it up. He's getting that Necro book. He's very close now. 1,000 gold away. I consider that pretty close, consider it's 5 minutes in. And Miracle. Almost a full level up on Nymphy. 400 and some experience after this wave. Managed to get an entire spin harass on top of him, and a Splitter Blast. They are just dominating Nymphy in the mid lane. He's just getting outright crushed. It's certainly the lane with the most action, and this is what we saw last game too. The Alchemist just not able to get up to those levels of farm that are really needed in order to make that Manta Radiance effective. And in the bottom lane, the slows from the boards, it's just too much. No Tail, he might get the cog push here, and he will. Trixie gonna be so close, he's gonna get away. The Shadow Wave not gonna be close enough in order to engage upon him. Nymphy does die in the mid lane as we're watching all of this, go figure. But we all saw it coming anyway. It was simply hitting level 6 there. For your Juggernaut, it's an Omni Slash. Like, not much you can do. Nymphy probably should have suspected it was going to occur, knowing that he was a little bit further behind, but you know, you can't farm if you're just waiting for Jug to hit 6. The play was still probably to wait until you were 6, possibly go get someone to do a stack with you though, because you are putting your team further behind by giving Miracle another free kill. And how is Mr. Boogie doing? So this was kind of similar to the last game. He did have a relatively free lane versus the Moon Earthshaker, but they weren't able to convert it into anything. They had the early held in the Dominator, but you know, not enough stacks taken from the Ancients. There's still no Ancient stacks as of now. He is going for the 2 points into the flat cannon, so he's not putting any points in the missile, making so he'll be able to farm those stacks faster. And they should be looking to get some of those up and running for him. That Hawk providing all this vision here for the Radiant side, keeping an eye on Valix. Another pretty crazy ward here as well, way up in and behind. I'm not even sure who posted that. Ah, god damn it, they used the roar, I'm sure. Yeah. Noob camera. Examining vision like a noob. And there's no 10-second back yet, guys. I'm sorry. You can't do it on live games. Ass caster. This is why I'm not beyond the summit, guys. Jeez, Nymphy. He's finally getting what must be boots flowing out to him. And it will be the boots, thankfully. Somehow Moon is so aggressive up here. Boogie's still only level 6. He's had quite a bit of support up here, though, so they've been stealing quite a few of his experience. Yes, thank you for the T-Tours. They actually are needed, like, honestly. So they're smoked up in the mid lane. They're looking for another kill. Omni Slash in 4 seconds, and the haste rune. I know, Pierre. It's okay. There's a Splinter Blast. They're gonna throw. Oh, they're going in beside. They just said, you know what? Let's just go kill Trixie. So the Omni Slash ready and available. He'll cogs up. They're not even gonna have to use the haste rune, honestly. There's no point. They can use it to escape if they want to. In fact, by using the spin first, they might even get a TP. No, they're just like, no, you're dead. In the meantime, they are attempting to get some wards in the Radiant jungle, and they will. Moon fighting up an Envy though. He's gonna be able to put on the amplified damage. And at least now they'll be able to keep track of this vision in here. Thanks to Valix, he'll TP home. And his rotation was not spotted by the Radiant, so they don't know there's a ward in their jungle. That's pretty important. Oh, now Miracle is coming. There's an Omni Slash immediately done. He gets 2 with the DD rune. Easy peasy. Jeez, haste DD Miracle, no big deal. And that's all because he didn't commit. I think a lot of people would have committed that haste rune and just ran in and killed him and ran out. But because he saved it for that DD, piece of cake though. Oh, mid lane. There, we'll get this tower down. I thought there was going to be some action. I'm just trying to drink my coffee, guys. Alright, so there's your Necro. 8:45. That's probably going to be one of the faster timings you'll ever see. Ah, Pierre, typical. Will be an Urn build here for crits. That's going to help with their sustain. They are looking to go early. He's already put 2 points into the Inner Beast. I really like this build. I've been seeing it more often lately, and I've commented on it a few times, but I think it makes a lot of sense. I think the axes are good for guaranteeing some CS. They're okay for early lane harass. Sometimes 2 points is fine, but if your team's starting to snowball out of control, start stacking the points in the Inner Beast and go to work, right? Like, they're going to stack up very well with both your Bash hero from the Starladder, and as well as the crit from Miracle. And as well as your Necro books, right? He's like, got early Necro minions. They're going to have the aura. They're just ready to dive this tower. Notice comes in. He was smoked up. There's support with the slow on top of OKC. He's going to commit the roar over here. He's got the axes if he wants to thin this out, and he will. He's going to help them maneuver into the trees and commit the Splinter Blast. OKC dropping down. Trixie puts down the cogs, but he still has the hookshot if he needs it to escape. Jeez, it's going to be more likely than initiation at this point. And he won't be able to get it off. He actually runs out of mana. Call down. Now thrown up by Boogie. On top of No Tail. And the trees. They've lost 3 on the side of the Dart. And it looks like it's going to be a 4th. There's Winter Curse committing to the top of Nymphy. That's a 5-man wipe. Honestly, they're just... the positioning. It's so good. The builds. The drafts. The smoke in behind from No Tail. The vision provided by the Hawk. Like, we saw this coming in the draft, but... the execution of OG is just on another level lately. And they're showing themselves as a top-tier EU team. Like, this game is just looking over. It's almost 10k advantage at the 11-minute mark. And when you're that behind, you need some huge plays in order to bring it back. Now that lift, it doesn't look like it's going to be far enough. This is a Starladder, baby. I'm first pick for a reason. Give me a bash, give me a bash. Oh, there's going to be the hook shot, now used. Cogs inside, but Trixie, not sure if he wants to be there. He'll be brought back. Now, here comes it. Looks like we'll be able to get a kill on Moon, at least using the Flame Guard. Miracle now in trouble. This could be the comeback that they're looking for, the Steering Chains. He's too far outside the range, so they won't be able to get it. And Miracle will go unpunished. We'll trade 1 for 1. Oh, and meanwhile in the top lane, while this is all going on, they don't even use the roar? Seriously? Typical. Fucking typical. Oh well, what can you do? Looks like Miracle's looking for the kill. What is he doing? He bought a blink dagger. Miracle, please get out of there. Let me pour my coffee, friend.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
And looks like that bottom Valix might be in trouble here. Moon, he's going in. Ugh! Go, go, go! Gets the Slithering Crush. Give me a bash. Give me the bash. Give the bash! Oh, the Ice Blast doesn't. He doesn't even connect with the main hit. Manages to sprint outside the range for the cold feet as well. Valix, I don't know if you're aware, but they do a vision of you, my friend. He goes down. Now Nymphy with an Invis Rune, hoping he can at least get a kill on crit, but he's relatively tanky with the Urn and Wand. Okay, this is gonna be the call down. Look what they're committing to kill a Winter Wyvern. That's the state of this game, and they almost don't get it with the Winter's Curse thrown. Oh, the Blink! He's got the Omni Slash ready and available. The crit or the creeps are his. If he wants to go for this, they missed the hookshot. Can't stun him during the spin. Now No-Tail comes in with the roar on top of Boogie. The axe is gonna connect on the 3, but it's only level 1, so what does it really matter? Now running in with the Necros. They've got the Aura as well. Miracle on top of Trixie commits the Omni Slash just to finish him off. No-Tail still chasing down on Nymphy. He's got a Remnant, but no remnants left. Actually, he did have one somewhere. Oh, it's back here. That's not gonna help you very much, is it? So they trade 3 for 1 after committing a call down, and and an Invis Rune on top of a Winter Wyvern, and Valix is just chilling here like, ah, fuck. Finish fast. Yeah, pretty much. GGFF. Oh, geez, Moon. Yeah, you finally get a Blink Dagger. What has this guy been doing? Honestly, your Juggernaut had a Blink Dagger. You know, look at his net worth. Jeez, Moon. Like, what is this? Honestly, can we get a kick here? Oh, good point, Striker. I had not thought about the 3-2-2. It's excellent analysis right there. That's what we're needed in here. No-Tail, he's just going right for bots, eh? He's just like, bug it. He'll be able to TP on top of his bird, the classic. He might just go right into the Blink Dagger as well. I think Blink's better first. Actually, bots are okay against this team, running out of cooldown and everything.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
That's a good point. I am not dank enough. One day, guys. It's okay, guys. I got gods on Skype now. It's fine. And Valix is just. I mean, it's just so sad. I'd be GGing out right now if I was Stark. Maybe not though. Maybe they're just trying to learn. You know, get better at the game. They will get Miracle. All right, here's some gold. Chunk some of that over. Only 831. Keep going. Keep going. Use that hookshot. Fucking go. All right. They're going back for Moon. I didn't realize he was back here. I don't know if this is the play though, because now he's stuck inside. Battery Assault doing some damage to the Moon. He's going to get Shallow Grave up on top, so we will survive. No-Tail. Now after OKC, they'll take him down. The Necros are running havoc. They're not even killing the sentries. They're just leaving them. Alright, I'm pretty sure they still should have killed Fly, but whatever. They'll purchase up the gem. Lord Dank. And they get the kill over on the Juggernaut, and he does get out, so Nymphy gets some firm. Are they gonna head for Roshan? Just secure this game, or just the tower? I think you just go Rosh. Oh, they see the ward. I think the creeps saw it and then they died, but then they get the gem delivered. Well, who'd it go on? Oh, they put it on No-Tail. I thought that was going to Fly. Fly purchased it. Poor Fly. Even has to buy No-Tail's gem for him. What an asshole. 420 happened briefly. Yeah. They even have a hastener, so they'll flare. They're not even going to bother going for the Roshan. They know that there is the potential to lose this fight because of Call Down, as well as the Ice Blast, so they're probably hoping that they'll see the Ice Blast using the Hawk, and then they'll go in. But Valix wisely not committing it yet. Dire Vision, they saw some movement around. Actually, no, they didn't. That was just freshly placed. I'm being a retard. So sorry. Alright, Dire Vision. Oh, they see the Hawk. Now they know they're in trouble. Here comes Miracle. He's got the Omni Slash ready. He used the spin. They won't get it on top of No-Tail. There was a hookshot stacked on top of him as well. OKC in the back getting stunned up. Can't use enemy spells. Can't steal any of these important ultimates as the Winter's Curse is still ready and available. Kurt won't be able to get it up. Oh, he will. He magic wands up. He's surviving. But everyone else is already dead. What does it even fucking matter? Boogie goes down last. I got No-Tail. They got 5-man wiped again. The tower will drop if they'd like, but they might just go for Roshan first. Alright, Miracle. Just go do your thing, man.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Well, we'll take down the tower. So now, what happened this game? Let's just think here. Well, Miracle won mid lane against an Ember. They had better rotations. They did the same thing. They pressured Nymphy so hard, and despite having the heroes that are capable of rotating, like Valix came mid once, but without the Rubik there, there's not much just the AA can do. Like it's their combination that's actually good. And looks like that Ice Blast. At least they haven't thrown it out yet, so they're not going to be like OG's going in, coming out, going in, coming out, hoping that they're going to see the Ice Blast, and they'll smoke up. I believe that might have been spotted by the side. Oh, it did not, because they're walking where they should not be. And again, okay, see, I don't even think he's used Spell Steal this game. Here comes the Ice Blast. It will connect onto nobody. Sprint, too good. They will get the debuff, though. Now Call Down comes down. It looks like it's not going to catch anybody as well. Oh, except for Miracle when he blinks inside. No Omni Slash here, but he doesn't even need it. He's not even going to try and man up. He's just like everyone else handled. He's just running away with the healing ward. And they'll get the kill onto Boogie. There'll be a remnant out from Nymphy. Valix now being tracked up here. Come on, give me that. Give me that bash. Oh, yeah, he got it. That's the bonus damage. It's a 5-man wipe again. OG. Just on another plane of existence compared to Stark Gaming. The 4 ASC boys, they lost their captain. He went to Liquid. He went out to sea. And he never came back. The Sea of Liquid. Isn't that beautiful? That's beautiful, guys. So OG take it. 2-0. GG. Easy. What's